Hello everybody and welcome back to Space Engineers Ascension. That is right, we are finally back in our survival series, and having just defeated our great enemy and cannibalized its corpse, we are going to be building ourselves some defenses, because if anything was learned last episode, it was that we are massively underprepared for any sort of attacks. And I think the place to start is going to be, sort of building some turret arrays on this ridge. Probably independent grids. I think I'd like that just to make sure that they're isolated, separate power sources, the works, just keep them safe. We'll also put some turrets on this thing. That's probably a good idea. To do that, I have gone ahead and added a few new mods to this playthrough. So we have a whole bunch of character weapons. We got miniguns and assault rifles, shotguns, those are more for boarding and stuff. We got defense lasers, missile launches, you name it. We got fucking dual-wield Desert Eagles, boy, because if you don't dual-wield them, they ain't eagles. And then we've also got some large grid weapons, and small, I think. So you got a target designator, we got Gatling guns, a cannon, a Casimate gun. I don't know what half of these do. I've never used most of it. This is the OTI Extreme Mega Bundle or something like that, which is pretty cool. And of course we also have our large ship railguns, which use a stupid amount of power but do a stupid amount of damage. And yeah, we will probably be focusing the entirety of this episode's efforts on getting this crater pretty rock solid with regards to defenses, because yeah, I don't want to risk any damage. I've also added in a lot more exploration and interaction mods, so there will be sort of planetary spawning bases now and things like that. I'm not sure how they're going to behave with these modded planets. Most of them are designed for use with atmospheric planets, so it might confuse them a little initially. But I'm also, I think after this episode, going to include the Corrupt mod pack, or encounter pack, which is a really cool NPC, PvE kind of add-on for the game. But it is quite brutal, and to include it now, without any sort of defenses put in place, is essentially a suicide mission. This is actually the second time I'm recording this episode, because the first time I recorded it, I had it installed, and we die every time exclusively. Like, it's stupid difficult to do. Ooh, a small reactor. Let's just steal that uranium. Oop, thank you. And that said, I also have an interesting proposition. I've been thinking about it, and it might be kind of interesting to try and, I don't know, do like a combat-only playthrough. Or even if not combat-only, combat-often playthrough. So rather than mining and stuff, which is sort of the Space Engineer staple, I've sort of been looking at maybe doing a run where most of our resource gains are through combat. So mining, I'll allow for some essential resources. What was that noise? What was that? What was that noise? That was weird. I was getting some weird feedback there. What I was going to say is, I was thinking of sort of like allowing mining for things like uranium and magnesium and the like, where we are going to need a lot of power and a lot of boom. But for stuff like iron and that sort of thing, honestly, it's kind of just more fun to destroy ships and scrap them. And so I think once we're in a position where we can do that reliably, we're going to sort of try and convert our industry over in its entirety. And that'll make for some interesting gameplay, at the very least. Also, I'd like to apologize for the rather tinny sound quality in the previous videos. I did not set up my soundproofing correctly that day, and now, sort of stuck with even more of a problem where it's about 2 o'clock in the morning here. I'm having to record this last minute because I forgot to for the week, and yeah, I have to keep a bit quiet, so sorry if my commentary is a bit monotone. I can't really shout. I hope you'll understand. This will be the same problem for this episode, and maybe even the next. Okay, so enough babbling. It's we're 5 minutes in. We need to work out what we're going to be doing with these defenses. So just to give you guys an idea, I'm thinking something along this line. So let's grab some basic components that we might need. Yeah, 20 of those, sure, why not? Let's get some of those, one of those, and some. What else do you need to build things in this game? Maybe some, I got those, what I'm looking for? Metal grids. There we go. Some of those for change. Okay, oh, and I'm probably going to need computers as well, so let's just grab some of them. Sure, drop off some of those. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's head out over to the ridge here. So this is where our first signal is. It'll make it easy to, make it easy to find this thing again. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to place down just a very simple sort of like bunker of sorts. So let's embed the battery. We'll do it right in the middle. Let's embed the battery in the middle. There we go, sure. And we'll just do a light armor base, I feel. Because anything else seems like it'd probably be a bit excessive. There we go. Alright. And then it doesn't have to be fancy, so we can probably... Yeah, let's round up these corners. That might look a bit nicer. Uh-huh. Just like that. Okay, so a really simple platform with the battery in the center, and that'll form the basis of our turret. So then we're going to need a cargo container to store our ammunition. Do we actually even need a cargo container? Yeah, let's include one. But that might make them a bit more expensive than they need to be. I'm actually wondering, do we actually need a cargo container in this? Because then we could potentially put the turret on top, right? I think I need to get that out. So, Gatling. We'll use the vanilla turrets for these initially, just because I haven't really experimented much with that weapons mod. So I don't really know what to expect. Let's get this thing welded up. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's weld this up too. Oh, I need some displays, okay. And let's probably sink some parts into that battery, okay. Let's put all the basics together real quick. And I'm out of parts. Okay, but that could work. Sort of these little nodules. Battery will supply power for plenty of time. I don't think that'll be an issue at all. And then could stick one of these. Oh, I need some. Give me some of that steel plate back. Thank you. There we go. Stick that there. That there. And the turret is pretty exposed, but there isn't really a reliable way to, not expose them. Is that coming closer? Oh shit, it is. Okay, that's coming closer. We need to finish that off very quickly. Okay, so production, assembler, you need to make me 10 batteries. Get that on the front end. You make me 10 batteries. Get those on the front end. I feel like we have the parts for everything else, right? Are you working? Oh god, I told it to disassemble. No, don't disassemble. Assemble 2, you also want disassembling? No, don't disassemble the batteries, make the batteries. This is time I don't have. Okay, also, let's make ourselves a gun. So, let's make the scythe, that seems cool, a Gatling gun. What I need, uranium and nickel. Uranium, easy to come by. Pull it out of that ship reactor. There we go. Drain that out of there, that's all we need, and stick it back in. Okay, cool, that's getting made. And then, I think, if I remember correctly, that uses this ammo? Yes. Okay, so we'll make 10 sets of that ammo. Ah, damn it, I messed it up. Okay, and for that we're going to need magnesium, which assembler 2 can go ahead and deconstruct from, ooh, I don't know, this explosive. There we go. Okay, assembler 2, production, disassembling, cancel all this nonsense, and deconstruct that. There we go. So, back over to assembler 1. Is that going to get pulled in? Maybe I have to manually do it. There we go. Okay, that's getting made. So, inventory. Grab this stuff. Lovely. We can dump all of this. Okay, we've got some rounds. And then sell. Let's go fix that battery quickly. 8Ks. Okay, we've got time. We've got time. It's coming in, but it's coming in slowly. So let's fix up the battery. Nice, almost there. And as long as that turret's active, even if we don't have time to fully finish it, it's better than nothing. Let's grab some more cells. We need 40 of those, and we need some ammo. Take, what, 10? 10 for now? Yeah, sure. Now, as I understand, there is some magnesium hiding here. Yes, underneath. So we will have access to a supply of the juicy material as we need it. Okay, then you... I don't think this cargo container is actually necessary. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take it out. Because we can essentially just load the ammo straight into the turret. Yeah, I think it's better to rather armor the this thing a bit more. Sort of like that. Oh, and now I don't have enough for the turret. I forgot about that. Okay, I think that looks pretty nifty. Let's just take a quick peek at its battery. 19 days. Yeah, no, I think we've got enough juice in there. We'll probably be fine. So let's go ahead and give this thing its ammo, control panel, and set its aiming radius to max. Nice. Okay, so a very, very simple little turret nodule. And then I think to make it pretty clear that this thing is functioning, what we're gonna do is stick some corner lights in each of these bits, sort of mirroring the aesthetic of our bunker. Yeah, I think it's good to keep like a consistent theme going on for these sort of things. So let's rotate those in and weld these up. Do we have the parts? Yes, just construction components. Okay. This will also help you find these damn things, because yeah, I feel like that's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Okay, no, that is leaving, so my panic was for naught. Well, it's not leaving, it's just not coming directly at us. So let's go ahead and drop down the redness a bit here. There we go. I think we'll up the radius. Yeah, so it's pretty clear. Reduce the fall off so that it doesn't glare quite as much. And then I think we'll give it a blink. So blink every 2.5 seconds, sure. And the blink can run about, we'll say 50-ish% of that time. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. How does it look? Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Blink or no blink? I kind of like the blink, to be honest. But the blinks will eventually, they won't be in sync as we go around the crater. So for now, let's say no blink. You know, let's just say no blink. So just stay on. How does that look? That's pretty nifty. I kind of enjoy it. I'll be honest. I don't hate that. And it's like sort of dark and somber. And if that turret gets damaged, we should be able to see pretty easily that is the case. Let me quickly just shift everything up one block on this taskbar real quick. Because I just realized... light armor, yes. Because I just realized I need to have my gun on the damn toolbar, don't I? And we need the scythe. There we go. Okay. So if I were to damage that turret, is it gonna flame? How much damage did that do? Not very much. Okay, so the scythe is rapid fire, but not exactly high damage. Good to know, but then again, none of the personal armaments are particularly overwhelming, you know, damage output-wise. We are getting such a wonderful number of ships spawning, but we have the parts to do a few more of these before that becomes a problem. So I'm going to go ahead, and since it is nighttime and we can't see things anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put a few more of these in. But I think first we should paint it, right? So Control P to open up our color menu, and it's got red. And I'm kind of liking the industrial look, but that doesn't mean it all has to be this sort of boring color we've got it going on right now. So maybe let's start with a dark gray. And, oh, I need a block in my hand. And we can sort of start. Do I want to give this thing color paletting? Maybe what we do, let's get one of these stock colors, like black. And just see what happens if we band it slightly. So we do one of these. Okay. How does that look? That's a bit more interesting, isn't it? What's it? Is it Control middle mouse button to paint it all? No. Control P? No. Control Shift P? No. Shift P is to pick up the color. Control Shift middle mouse button. There we go. That paints the entire grid. Okay, so now it's black, which is extra hard to see. So what if, now that it's black, we give it a bit of that largely unemployed love? And I think I changed the color for my orange here. Yeah. So let's take that yellow. Let's drop it down a bit. There we go. Ooh, yeah. That perfect orange. And I think we'll just give it a little racing stripe down the side there. How do we feel about that? Yeah, sort of like hazard painting. Oh wait, maybe better idea. Better idea. Shift P. And then we do one of these. How does that look? A bit like a barnacle. I guess we could call it that, right? Yeah, I mean, there you go. Control B, we'll blueprint it. I'm not sure if we're going to use this as a blueprint, but yeah, why not, right? These are all things that I plan to insert into the world at some point. There we go. Let's rename it. How do we do this? Details, rename, we'll call it the Barnacle. And I'll come and get a better photo of that, you know, when it's daytime. Okay, cool. Now I just have one for my own personal use. So I'm going to go ahead and build up a few more barnacles around the area. Probably one every... Well, if that's... How close is that there? What's that? 10 meters? So I think one every 100 meters or so. So when that's 90, that's about the right spacing. Right about here for the next barnacle, but just along the rim, obviously. And yeah, I'm gonna ring this crater with these things en masse, and that should hopefully give us, I don't know, sort of some sense of security at any rate. So I will see you guys in a fair bit once I've done all of this. Oh my god, it has taken me like an hour to weld up these 13 barnacles, but this is the 13th and final one, lucky number 13. And I gotta say that I think there's something wrong with the meteorites storm frequency that's been coming in, because I'm getting like one every 1.5. Oh, there we go, meteor storm inbound. I'm getting one every like minute to minute and a half. I mean, I know I've been doing this for a while, but in an hour I've had like nearly 30. Oh, and holy shit, I'm dying of suffocation. Okay, that'd be a pretty anticlimactic way to finish off all that welding. Quickly head to the med bay, get some juice in my body. Oh my god. Okay, that's not working. My helmet is on. Yeah, just oxygen tank doesn't refuel. Right, I'm gonna die. I'm definitely gonna die. I'm dead. Yep. Yeah, mid-bay was glitched. That's good. That's the good feel. I had been not dead for so long, and then now there's just a corpse in the hallway. Oh man, come on. That blows. Let me just push that. Hold on. Let me just stash that away. Just gonna put that and just there we go. Okay, not gonna bother us anymore. Let's throw away all this stuff. I don't need it, and that can stay in my inventory. Cool. I will disassemble all that at some point. And what was I doing? Control panel. I feel so stupid for letting this happen, but oxygen tank, auto refill bottles. Thank you. Okay, so he can sit there and charge. That's fine. And now I get to go through the fun task of adjusting all these lights, antenna ranges, and telling none of these turrets to target missiles, or meteorites rather, because yeah, that's not gonna work. Also, if you're wondering what color I'm using, it's sort of about 100 here ish, and then radius is set up to 7, fall off down to 0.5, and intensity down to 0.4. Boom, and that gives you that largely unemployed aesthetic. I do kind of like the orange just as it stands up there. Oh, I forgot to tell this thing not to target meteorites, and also this one can have... Sure, why not, right? There you go. 10 bullets. Enjoy, buddy. Aiming radius all the way up, and target meteors off. Lovely. Let's do that 100 times more. And there we go. The ring of barnacles is complete, and I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. There are 13 of them in total, with our little crater base in the center, and they form the very, very, very final line of defense that we will be having for this base. I will also be putting gun turrets on the actual base itself at some point in the future, but for today, oh my goodness, that is enough turreting for me. So what I'm going to do now is a little mining, I think, because we really need magnesium, like desperately, because these meteorites are getting through because we just ran out of ammo. I burned through 50 canisters of ammunition trying to deal with these meteorite storms, and I think there's something very wrong with my world settings, because I definitely did not select apocalyptic. At least I don't remember selecting apocalyptic. And so we need to, I need to look into that and make sure that something hasn't bugged out. I might actually consider just disabling meteorites altogether, because all they really do is drop me free platinum, like you're seeing right here. Which, I don't know, I feel like it kind of takes away from the struggle that is supposed to be, to get platinum type of thing. So, I might end up just disabling meteors entirely, and instead replacing it with a far more challenging PvE mod, known as Corruption. Yeah, it's part of the same mod pack as the other sort of cargo ships and things that I've included in here, which is linked on the Steam page. What happened here? Was that me? Was that me? I don't remember doing this. That was probably me. I think there was a mound in the center of this thing, and I just sort of dug into it like a madman. Okay, so we need to get down into the magnesium. Now, mining on Ceres without a jetpack is tedious in the extreme, so we're going to do this completely jetpacked, and we're not really going to be digging a tunnel for easy access either. Yeah, I'm thinking just go straight down here at this point. And we're going to fill our coffers with glorious magnesium ore, which will be turned to even more glorious. Is that ice? No, that was ice. We're going to turn even more glorious. Ah, yes, look at this. Bullets. Many bullets for every type of ammunition, every type of gun you can name. We're going to build them all. And then we're going to build a wall. And then we're going to build all sorts of things. So we kind of ran out of iron ingots as well as nickel to make our bullets, so I'm just going to strip down pretty much all the metal grid we have. In fact, actually, we don't have to do all of it, do we? Let's do, like, I don't know, 1,000. That'll leave us with about 600 remaining, which, realistically, is all I'm going to need for a while. I'm not going to be building too much heavy armor blocks. And, of course, it's lossless. We can always just turn it back into, the metal grids, so it's okay. How are we doing on ammo, though? Assembler number 1, you're chugging along slowly. What's your chokehold here? Magnesium. And that's going through the refinery at present, right? I want to say yes. Where's the refinery? Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's just a slow process. Nothing really much else we can do about that. So now, this is just going to chug along and make me some ammo boxes. I will go ahead and load those into the Barnacles. This may end up being quite a short episode in editing. I'm not quite sure. I've been recording for about an hour and a half, and I'm not really sure what that's going to turn into. So I am going to probably end up calling the episode here as I go around and refuel these, and then I think at the beginning of the next episode we're going to go on either a bit of a mining excursion, or we're going to continue expanding our base defenses in preparation for installing the Corruption PvE mod, which I'm really looking forward to. It adds tons of pirate interactions and things, and also, I mean, with a bit more sort of security around the base, I'll feel more comfortable about going out and, harassing passing trade ships and stuff like that, because, yeah, the thought of them following me home and then destroying everything I've worked for is it's a little daunting, I'll be honest. So yeah, that's sort of the plan. But I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Again, I'm really sorry about the quiet audio tonight. I am recording this at, it's currently 3:30 a.m., so nice and early. And yes, everyone in the house is asleep, and by everyone I mean Aisha and my beloved cat. So I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.